Hi. Earlier tonight, I had my kids run their fingers all over my stainless steel fridge.
Put the handle. Oh my goodness, that's actually rubbing corn on the fridge. All right, good.
I don't want
Good.
to make the fridge dirty.
That's good.
And purposely smudge it up. This is not too much of an exaggeration of what my fridge looks like after about a week or two of the kids just going in and out of the kitchen. But today I did it on purpose so that I can go ahead and test some different methods for cleaning off these kind of smudges. So today we're going to test 4 different items. White vinegar, rubbing alcohol, good old soap and dish detergent, water, and some Pledge multi-surface wipes. So we're going to see which one of these 4 items actually cleans this the easiest and is the most convenient to use. Okay, first up, I got my rag, using an old cloth rag, and I run some hot water on it. I'm going to put a little dab of detergent. This is just dish detergent, right on the corner. Kind of rub it in there, get some soapy area, and I'm going to give it a shot. And this is grease cutting detergent, so it should cut this grease pretty easily. And it looks like it is. And I'm rubbing back and forth, again, with the grain of the stainless steel. You always want to rub with the grain of the stainless steel. So you look at it, you see which way the lines are going. You kind of rub with that. Okay, it didn't look too bad. Let me go back and get a little more. Alright, that's kind of working. You can see a clean line right here. So with this, you have to actually go back and then dry off or wipe off the water and soap. Okay, that's not too bad as a start. It's good for simple smudges like this. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next up we have good old white vinegar here. I'm going to do kind of the same thing. Take a corner of it, get a little bit on there, get a little extra on there. Smells like vinegar. I'll take this. I'm going to go up to the next line here. And the vinegar is cutting the grease. Smells like vinegar. Try to dry it off there. That's working. Not great. There seems to be a little bit of a film almost. But it works. That's the vinegar portion. Woo! Yeah, it smells kind of like a salad in here. It smells like we're doing hard-boiled eggs or dyeing Easter eggs. Okay, so that's okay. It's not great. Let's move on to the next one. So I got a different part of the towel. And this time I'm going to use 70% rubbing alcohol. Isopropyl rubbing alcohol, same idea. I've heard people use this on their stainless steel a lot. Let's give this a shot. It's going to move up here. Oh, that's actually working pretty well. And I can already kind of see it starting to evaporate there. But I'm still going to try to dry it off. And actually, I'm rubbing a little bit just to kind of get some of the smudge off. That's not too bad. Rubbing alcohol worked pretty okay. Again, it kind of smells like rubbing alcohol, smells like a nurse's station, but that's not too bad. And again, it's nice and clean. The vinegar really didn't do that well. Now, the last thing we're going to try here is the Pledge multi-surface wipes. These are 3 times better than removal of dust and messes, but these are actually rated for glass, metal, wood, stainless steel, all that good stuff. So we're going to give this a shot here. And this is nice and it's lemony fresh. Whew. And we're just going to go back and forth on the smudges. Let's see here. Again, this seems to leave a little bit of a line or a little bit of a film, but let's see if that dries. I'm going to try to get this last little line down here. Okay, that's not looking too bad. It does leave a little bit of a wet film. I'm wondering if I should dry it or if I should let it air dry. Actually, you see it's drying. I don't know if you can see there's a little bit of a pattern of drying. I'm going to let that air dry for a second. See how that does. The alcohol actually dried very quickly. The vinegar I had to kind of wipe off. So as this is drying up, the pattern. You can see kind of a white pattern, but it does look like it's starting to dry a little bit. I'm going to take this down here and keep going. This is actually plenty moist. I could probably do a good portion of my entire fridge with this one wipe. It's still really, really moist. It hasn't lost any of its moisture. So that's actually a good thing because I don't want to use 10 wipes on one door if I can avoid it. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I still see a little bit of arcing here. I wonder if I should do it with the wipe and then maybe dry it with a towel. Help it dry a little bit. Okay, I'll be honest with you, this is pretty good too, and this is pretty convenient. Alright, and again, always want to use cloth. Be careful when you use an older cloth. If you're using alcohol or vinegar, they could actually harm the fabric. Alcohol could at least. This is looking pretty good. My towel is sliding over it a little better now. I have a couple marks when I can see it from this angle. I can still see a little bit there. What I might end up doing is I'm going to go back and try the detergent again. Maybe without any water. And just kind of rub that across it. And then wipe it down. That needs some water, I think. Because now I can see that I have soap on it. Alright, so a little bit of soapy water seems to do it. Go back to my wipe one more time. And there we have it. 4 different methods for cleaning stainless steel. And they all work pretty well in a pinch. Let's, okay, well that dries. Let's go ahead and rate them and see what we end up with. Okay, so here I am now at my clean fridge. Everything's been pretty much wiped down. There's still a little bit of a streaking there that might be from all different product. I'll have to go back over it in a later time. But here are my rankings of all my cleaning agents. This detergent with a little bit of hot water and a rag, that seems to do the best. So that's the first one I would definitely use. If you're not into using that, you want something more convenient, the wipes actually worked pretty well, and one wipe covered most of the fridge. I actually went over other parts of it, and the rag was still damp. There's a little bit of, at the end, a little bit of cloth dust from the actual rag. I'm not sure if that's just dirt on my fridge or it's coming from the rag, but these are only a couple bucks for, I think, 30 in here. So they'll last a while as long as they stay moist in the package. So that's my second choice. My third choice would probably be the vinegar. It smells like, oh, I'm sorry, the alcohol. It worked, dried, didn't do a great job. The alcohol, or rather the vinegar, it kind of smelled like an Easter egg factory. It did clean things off, but for the smell, and I had to wipe it off and all the extra work, I probably wouldn't use vinegar unless I was really desperate. So again, warm water and some soap really does seem to clean off your stainless steel fridge. As long as you're willing to use a rag and just kind of go over it a couple times. You got to do a little work with it, but once a week and your fridge will look great.